Welcome back, guys, to another dividend portfolio update. So this is all the dividends that we have received in the month of February. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 1 month performance there. So we are at minus 3% right there. The invested amount has crossed over 5,000 euros invested, so that's nice to see there. Let's go ahead. If we take a look and if we actually add in the cash in our portfolio, which isn't a lot there, it's only €2. But if we add in the dividends also, we can see the returns are a little bit better there. So that is 1.9% year to date, 4.5%. If we do max over here, we can see that overall, including the dividends that we have received, it is 15.9% return. But once we take out the dividends, it is negative 3%. So dividends are pretty important to total returns there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our holdings over here. We've got plenty of couple of pies right there. Let's go down over here, some pending orders also, and we'll just take a look at the asset allocation and the holdings over here. So our top holding over here, realty income, 44% over here. Let's take a look at how many shares. We haven't added to this one recently. It's been doing good right here the past couple of months there. We are currently up 12.88%, down 6% on the FX exchange rate right there. Let's go ahead. Trig is our next biggest one, almost 30% there, so it's 28% of our portfolio. Let's take a look at this one. We have been buying this one a little bit more. It has dipped quite a bit significantly recently, so we are down 8%. FX impact is only minus 1%. Gain and loss is 7.4% on the stock itself there, but pretty close. I think if we give it a few more months, it will go back up, but I'm happy enough to continue buying more while it is below my average right there. So right now, let's take a look over here. It is doing a dividend yield of 11% right there. So I think I do have pretty good high conviction on this one, so I will be continuing to buy more into this one while it's below my average there. Let's take a look at the next one, guys. So Main Street Capital, 10.4%. We haven't added any more to this one as well. Let's take a look. We're only up 1%. The gain is 5%, but we're down 4% on the FX impact. Let's go ahead. We only have 10.7 there. I really should buy some more fractional shares and round that up to 11 there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. JP Morgan Global Growth and Income. This one's been doing pretty decent. It is up 6%, up 10% on the overall gain, but down 3.6% on the FX impact. We got 76 shares. I would love for that to be reaching 100 before the end of the year. I think we can if we do stick to our plan and just buy regularly into this stock right there. So all the other ones is less than 3% right there, guys. But this holding over here, Invesco Global Equity Income Trust, is one I do want to average into as well. So currently we are up 6.3%. FX impact barely noticeable there, but we have 4.5 shares there, so I do want to slowly buy that over time there. So that's a plan. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dividends that we have received. So the first one, of course, Realty Income, the monthly dividend company. Let's go ahead and take a look at how much it has given us. So pretty much the same as last month, but fluctuates due to the FX exchange rates. So you can see after the withholding tax of 15%, we got €7.45 from that one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. So we have another monthly dividend player, which is Main Street over here as well. So monthly player, let's go ahead and take a look at how much that one gave us. So once again, it is going to be the exact same amount as last time. So you can see over here, January, we got €2, just over €2 there. February, we are getting exactly €2 after the withholding tax of 15% right there. So those are our monthly players. And we only had one quarterly player, which was our very small holding in iGet. So 4.5 shares. So let's take a look at how much dividends we got. So we got 14 cents, and that was based on, let's take a look here, 3.6 shares. So that wasn't based on the full share size that we had there. So only a small amount there, of course. Let's go ahead and we will take a look at our dividend tracking app that we like to use to see how much dividends we are expected to get. Let's go ahead and switch over to that right now. Okay, here we are, guys. So this is an app that I found on the Play Store that is very good for my needs. So at the top you can see we've already reached our monthly dividend average goal right there, and that is going to be thanks to Trig coming in with our quarterly payments, which are almost over 50 euros right there. You can see over in the this little calendar chart over here. Let's go ahead and update this one though to, let's take a look. We'll switch it up to 30 there. So manageable goals right there, so that when we achieve it, it feels good when we achieve our targets there. So you can see over here, this app is telling us our dividend yield is 4.6%, and our yield on cost is 6.8%. It's telling us that we are expected to get overall just over 300 euros in dividends for 2026 there. So that will be nice there, especially compared to last year, which we will check out a little bit later on there. Let's go ahead and take a look at this little monthly chart over here, which is what I like to use. So going forward, let's take a look. Next month, we are expecting just over 45 euro, and that is mainly going to be because of Trig over here. You can see we're expecting 33 euros from Trig. Main Street, once again, we're expecting two payments from Main Street there. One of them is the regular 2 euros monthly, and then one of them is an irregular payment of 2 euros and 31 cents. So that'll be nice to look forward to. Once again, realty income giving us approximately 7 euros and 50 cents right there. So that'll be nice. That'll bring our overall to 45. And then you can see over here later on, Trig is going to be almost 40 euros there later on as well. So that's pulling our average monthly dividend quite high right there. But overall, you can see in general, most of the months we get typically 10 euros right there from our portfolio currently. So let's go ahead to our Excel tracker now. Okay, so if we take a look at some of these Excel charts, so the first one is the annual dividends that we have received. So year to date, it is 19 euros and 22 cents. You can see for 2025, we got just over 130 euros right there. 2024 is a bit smaller. It was only during the later half of 2024 where we start to get serious about dividend investing. So 2025 is our first real year of dividend investing right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next chart, monthly dividends 2024 to 2026. So this is all the dividends that we have received in those months, and you can see there's a nice steady upwards trajectory that we like to see. With the month of February right there, the total dividends we have received is 9 euros and 54 cents. If you go to the next one over here on the dividend per stock, we can see that we have realty income, which has given us so far 15 euros in total, and then of course Main Street has given us 4 euros in total from the 2 months of dividends so far. And then if we go into our next chart on the dividend breakdown for 2026 year to date, we can see the vast majority so far year to date is realty income. 78% of our dividends came from realty income, just over 20% from Main Street, and 0.7% from iGet. This is gonna massively change once we get Trig. Trig is probably gonna be 50% of our dividends once we get that next month. So that'll be nice to look forward to. So guys, that is gonna be it from me. That's all the dividends we have received so far. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next month for the next dividend portfolio update.